Have you ever pondered what it might take for humans to survive on Jupiter? A thought-provoking question indeed. To answer this, we first need to understand the nature of Jupiter itself. The fifth planet from the Sun, Jupiter is the largest in our solar system. Its size is so immense that over 1,000 Earths could fit inside it. But what sets Jupiter apart is not just its size. It's a gas giant, a term that instantly paints a picture of a world drastically different from our own. Unlike Earth, with its solid ground and breathable atmosphere, Jupiter is primarily composed of hydrogen and helium, much like the Sun. Imagine standing on a planet where there's no ground to stand on. The challenge of surviving on Jupiter, therefore, isn't just about distance or technology. It's about adapting to a completely different kind of world. Imagine for a moment trading Earth's blue skies for Jupiter's swirling clouds. Before we venture into the cosmos, consider the delicate balance that allows life to thrive on Earth. This planet, third from the Sun, is a tapestry woven with the threads of complex ecosystems, each supporting a myriad of life forms. Earth's environment is a masterpiece of natural design, a balance of atmospheric conditions, climate, and a protective magnetic field. Our atmosphere, a cocktail of nitrogen, oxygen, and traces of other gases, provides the air we breathe and a shield against harmful solar radiation. The climate, with its range of temperatures and weather patterns, has created a diversity of habitats. From the icy tundras of the Arctic to the hot deserts of Africa, from the deep, dark depths of the ocean to the high peaks of the Himalayas, each environment has its unique inhabitants. These inhabitants, the species that call Earth home, have adapted over countless generations to survive and thrive in their respective domains. Consider the camel, a master of desert survival, able to withstand extreme heat and store enough water to travel for days without a drink. Or the emperor penguin, enduring Antarctic winters where temperatures plummet to -70 degrees Celsius, yet they thrive. Under the ocean's surface, creatures like the anglerfish navigate the inky blackness of the deep sea, where the pressure is 1,000 times greater than at sea level. In contrast, the snow leopard prowls the lofty heights of the Himalayas, where the air is thin and oxygen scarce. Each species, each individual is a testament to life's incredible ability to adapt and survive. They are products of their environment, shaped by the unique challenges they face. Earth, as we know, is a cradle for life as we understand it. But what about Jupiter? Scene script. Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system, is a world unlike our own. This celestial giant, more than 11 times the diameter of Earth, is composed primarily of hydrogen and helium, much like the Sun. But don't let its gaseous composition fool you into thinking it's a lightweight. Jupiter's mass is over 300 times that of Earth, resulting in a gravitational pull that's over 2.5 times stronger than what we experience here at home. Then there's the matter of Jupiter's extreme pressure. As you descend further into the atmosphere, the pressure increases exponentially, reaching levels thousands of times greater than Earth's sea level pressure. This intense pressure, combined with the planet's lower temperature, leads to the formation of exotic forms of matter like metallic hydrogen, a substance that doesn't occur naturally on Earth. Jupiter's weather conditions are equally extraordinary. The planet is known for its Great Red Spot, a storm larger than Earth that has been raging for at least 300 years. And that's not the only storm. Jupiter's atmosphere is a turbulent soup of cloud belts and zones, with winds reaching up to 300 miles per hour. Now here's the kicker. Jupiter doesn't have a solid surface. Instead, as you descend through the clouds, the gases just get denser and denser, eventually becoming a sea of liquid hydrogen and helium. Imagine trying to land on a planet where the ground isn't ground at all, but a swirling, churning sea of liquid and gas. And let's not forget about the radiation. Jupiter's powerful magnetic field traps high-energy particles, creating intense radiation belts that would be lethal to any life as we know it. Clearly, to survive on Jupiter, we would need to become a species unlike any we know. To live in such an extreme environment, we'd have to evolve beyond our current biological limitations, becoming something more akin to a science fiction creation than a terrestrial species. So, what kind of species would we need to be to live on Jupiter? Imagine this. We're in a world where the laws of life as we know it are thrown out the window. Survival on Jupiter, a gas giant, would require some incredibly unique adaptations. First, let's talk about pressure. Jupiter's atmosphere exerts a pressure that's thousands of times greater than what we experience on Earth. We would need to evolve to withstand this immense pressure, much like the creatures that inhabit the deepest parts of our oceans. Our bodies would need to be incredibly resilient, perhaps featuring a super-dense composition to counteract the crushing forces. Next up is temperature. Jupiter is a frigid place with temperatures that can plunge to -200 degrees Fahrenheit. To survive in such a cold environment, we would need to generate immense internal heat or have some sort of insulation mechanism. Think about polar bears and their thick fur coats, or better yet, microscopic tardigrades that can survive in the extreme cold of outer space. Now let's consider navigation. Jupiter is predominantly a gaseous planet, so our usual means of locomotion wouldn't cut it. We wouldn't be walking or running, but rather floating and flying. We might need something akin to wings or gas-filled bladders to help us move around. Imagine being able to float like a balloon and navigate through the gaseous layers of Jupiter. Lastly, we'd need to figure out a way to nourish ourselves. In a world without solid ground or familiar food sources, we might have to become capable of surviving on the raw elements found in Jupiter's atmosphere. Perhaps we could evolve to process methane or ammonia, much like some bacteria on Earth can metabolize unusual substances. These adaptations might seem far-fetched, but evolution has produced stranger wonders. After all, life finds a way, doesn't it? So, who knows, with the right adaptations we might just stand a chance of survival on the mighty gas giant Jupiter. Looking to the future, could humans ever adapt to life on Jupiter? This question might sound like something out of a science fiction novel, but in reality it's a question that scientists and space enthusiasts are seriously contemplating. As we continue to explore the cosmos and push the boundaries of our knowledge, we begin to consider the possibility of human life existing beyond Earth. Could our species evolve to survive in an environment as harsh and foreign as Jupiter? Could our technology advance to the point where we could withstand the extreme conditions of this gas giant? On one hand, human evolution is a slow process, taking hundreds of thousands of years to produce even minor changes. In the face of Jupiter's crushing gravity, freezing temperatures, and violent storms, it's hard to imagine what kind of creature we would need to become to survive. On the other hand, technology is advancing at a breakneck pace. In the past century alone, we've gone from horse-drawn carriages to rocket ships, from telegraphs to smartphones. It's not entirely out of the realm of possibility that we could develop technology to shield us from Jupiter's harsh environment or even modify our bodies to withstand it. But why even ponder such a question? Why consider the possibility of life on Jupiter? The answer lies not in the destination but in the journey. It's about pushing the boundaries of what we know, about exploring the unknown and understanding more about our universe. The mere act of contemplating life on Jupiter forces us to expand our definition of what's possible. It challenges our understanding of life and survival and prompts us to question our place in the universe. While Jupiter may not be our next home, contemplating life there expands our understanding of what's possible. Let's continue to dream, to explore, to push the boundaries of our knowledge. After all, the future of human life is not just about survival, but about discovery and understanding. In our quest to comprehend the universe, we often find ourselves pondering extraordinary questions. And today we did just that, asking what kind of species we would need to be to survive on Jupiter. We've journeyed through the familiar, life-sustaining environment of Earth, trekked to the swirling, immense gas giant that is Jupiter, and dared to imagine the tremendous adaptations required to exist there. From withstanding extreme pressure and temperatures to floating in a mostly gaseous environment, the theoretical changes to our biology would be far beyond anything seen on Earth. Yet it's in these leaps of imagination that we push the boundaries of possibility and gain new perspectives on our place within the cosmos. In the grand scheme of things, we may be but a speck on the canvas of the universe, but our capacity to dream, to question, and to explore is infinite. While we may not be packing our bags for Jupiter anytime soon, the journey of imagining life there has surely expanded our horizons.